Hello, my name's William Burrows. I'm the founder of the Annuity Project, and today I'm going to talk about how to get the best annuity rates or quotation. Now, there's some really good annuity brokers and some really good financial advisors, but shopping around for an annuity isn't like shopping for, say, an iPhone or a utility package. Annuities are a serious business, and as I'm going to explain, there's a lot more to it than meets the eye. Let's start by looking at what is the wrong way. You could just Google best annuity rates or use a price comparison site, but be careful, the chances are you'll be directed to an annuity salesperson. What you really need is a two-handed advisor. You need someone like me who can say, on the one hand, the advantages of an annuity are this, on the other hand, the disadvantages, and for your personal circumstances, this is the best option. Annuity brokers can't do that. They can explain the different options, but they can't recommend what is the best annuity for your personal circumstances. You can get quotes from your pension or annuity provider, but be careful, you may not get the best possible quotation. And do watch out for exaggerated marketing claims. Here's one from a well-known website. You could get up to 75% more income with our free annuity rates calculator. Of course, you could get 75% more for an enhanced annuity if you're on death's doorstep, but there's a question whether actually you should be buying an annuity in those circumstances anyway. Let's have a look at what people say. One of my favourite headlines from the Telegraph was "Dodgy annuity salesman should be hounded out." This was all about annuity brokers over-egging health conditions in order to get higher annuity quotes for clients. Here's another one. I wish we'd known about you when we started out on this, because the advisor we did consult was more interested in stocks and shares, that's drawdown, compared to annuities. The next one's an interesting one. I have a lot of clients who come to me and say, "Mr. Burrows, I know exactly what I want," only to change their minds when they understand the different options. I think the mistake I made in this process was having my own opinion to start with and expecting my IFA's advice to agree with me. Big mistake on my part. And finally, it's time to take annuity seriously again, and that's from the well-known pension commentator Henry Tapper. So what's the right way? Well, first of all, you do have to understand the difference between non-advised brokers and professional advisors. I'm sorry to labour this, but I'm very passionate that this is an important issue. You need to understand the key issues. There's more to it than you think. Provide as much health medical information as you can, and use a trusted advisor or broker to shop around for the best annuity. And remember, it's no use getting the highest annuity rate if it's the wrong type of annuity and you're arranging it at the wrong time. Here, I'm going to take a quick look and comparison between non-advised and professional advisor. Uh, Non-advised brokers can't give you advice. Yes, they can give you information. Only advisors can give proper advice. Brokers can charge commission. Advisors, commission has been outlawed. It has been for a while, and we have to charge professional fees. The fees are agreed in advance and can be taken from the pension pot. Advisors do compare all the different options, annuities and drawdown, fixed term and lifetime. Brokers can explain the different options, but they cannot advise you which one's best for you. And importantly, compensation. There are less stringent regulations, so it's harder to claim for any perceived mis-selling. Whereas with advisors, we have professional indemnity, and there's more legal recourse than a non-advised annuity if the advice is unsuitable. Let's understand the key issues. I don't want to make a big thing of this, but it's really important that you just work through some key issues. Timing is really important. Market timing, whether annuity rate's good, whether the fund value's good, your personal circumstances. For most people, the best time to buy an annuity is when their income from employment stops and when they're looking for that elusive peace of mind and security. you do need to discover you do need to consider all the relevant options. You've got lifetime annuities, you've got fixed term annuities. And another thing that a lot of people don't really take on board is that you don't have to use all of your money to buy an annuity at the outset. You can buy an annuity in phases, in steps. And don't forget, you've got to look at all the annuity options, single, life, joint. On the point of detail, a lot of married people think that they should get a single life because it pays the highest annuity, but with good advice they realise that the joint life annuity, the reduction for having your partner included is not as high as many people think. Here's a simple chart looking at the difference in enhanced annuities. You start off with a healthy annuity, 3% more for high blood pressure, another 4% for a smoker, and have a heart attack, another 10%. So it does mean that you can get, realistically, a 20% increase between a healthy annuity and someone who's had a history of heart problems and smokes. Do find a trusted advisor or broker. The purpose of this slide is to show that it doesn't matter if you come to an advisor like me or a non-advised broker. The standard rates, the starting rates, are exactly the same. On the left hand side, this is an annuity example using my annuity portal. On the right hand side is the results from a well-known annuity broker, and if you look, the results are exactly the same. This is for a 65-year-old with a level annuity, and you'll see that the annuity rates are exactly the same for both myself and from an annuity broker. So what's the bottom line? It's little use getting the highest rate if it's the wrong type of annuity, and that's really important because you do need to consider all of your circumstances, and you need to look to the future for your retirement planning. And don't forget, once you range an annuity, you can't undo it, you can't change it, so it's important to get it right. Don't be fooled by clever marketing hype, especially if you're on the internet. And do understand the difference between advice and non-advice. I make a really simple point here. Why would you go to a non-advised broker and pay a lot of commission when you can get jolly good advice from someone like me, and the chances are my fee, which comes out of the pension pot, is probably less than the commission that the other people are taking. And it's not just about getting the highest annuity, you do need fast and efficient service and administration. Finally, fees and commissions. This is actually a bit of a murky business and not terribly transparent. Commission is banned for advisors, like I've said, but not brokers. Annuity quotes come with a standard commission, and that can be as much as 3%. So for every £100,000, you could be paying £3,000 to your annuity broker. So the answer is always ask about fees and commissions, especially if you have a large purchase price, because you should be able to negotiate a fee that's appropriate to the amount of work and advice given. So that's it. Thank you for watching. I hope this makes sense, and any questions, please do email me, and watch out for my other videos. Thank you very much, and bye.